Hello everybody, Rick Hinder here, and today I want to talk about a really cool new design that we have out. Actually, it's the XM-18. It's an older design, but today we're going to talk about automatics. I've actually designed and engineered automatic mechanisms for probably 30 years, and so why is it taking us this long for Rick Hinder Knives to actually come out with a production automatic? Before April of last year, it was actually illegal to manufacture knives in Ohio. So with the passage of SB 140, with the help of Senator Rogner and Congressman Wiggum and Todd Raffner with knife rights, we were able to take and repeal that law so that now we can actually manufacture automatic knives in Ohio, which has been fantastic for us. I've been looking forward to this day for a long time, and I'm sure the customers, you guys are going to really like our first model that we actually turned into an automatic. And of course, with that being said, obviously I had to go with the icon of the Hinder line, which is the XM-18. Years ago, it's probably been 27 years when I actually designed and engineered a lot of different mechanisms in automatic knives. They weren't a coil spring, which is what most people recognize automatic knives that are being made today. Back then, a lot of the knives that I made were high-end art knives, and they were made with kick springs. But the different release mechanisms is what I designed and engineered back then. So when I decided to go with the new Hinder Knives modern automatic knife, and I decided to go with the XM-18 as the first knife for that mechanism to go in, I actually started completely from the beginning. So there's a lot of push button knives out there with coil springs, and that's what actually this one is. This is the XM-18 automatic with the push button and a coil spring. So the reason why I went with that mechanism is, number one, because of the fact that it fit really well into the design of the XM-18. And also the fact that the versatility that design, that mechanism offers over some of the kick spring designs that I did in the past. So, but one thing that I wanted to do with this is not, because this design has been made by a lot of different companies over a long period of time. I think the first one I seen was actually back in the late 80s, I think, or early 90s, that Charlie Ox did. I think it's called it the Black Knife. I can't remember. But anyway, it was a push button coil spring design. So there may have been one before that, so but I'm not sure of it. So anyway, when I decided to go with that design of that mechanism, I went all the way to the beginning, and we worked on that for probably a year and a half before we had through 4 different iterations of the mechanism. Because what I wanted when I came up with the idea of turning the XM-18 into automatic, I wanted the exact same attributes as what I've always insisted on in my knives, and that is absolutely tough, very overbuilt, whether it's a frame lock, liner lock, or now the automatic. So I worked on that mechanism because I wanted it to be as strong or stronger than an actual on the frame locks that I've been making. So when you open and close it through thousands and thousands and thousands of cycles, it's the exact same it was when you first bought it. And I think when you all grab the knife and you open it up and you feel the stoutness of that blade to handle interaction, you're going to see exactly what I've seen when we did the final version. So this is the XM-18 automatic. It has all the exact same lines that everybody is familiar with in an XM-18. Everything is the exact same as far as the structurally and the dimensional. Everything's the exact same as an XM-18. Of course, without the flipper, but it's got a push button, as I was saying before. And again, when you feel the absolute stoutness of that blade, it does not move. I've been carrying my prototype for probably almost a year now, and I'm telling you, it's the exact same as when I first built it. So really proud of what everybody here at Hinder Knives have done with the automatic version of the XM-18. There's a couple really neat features on this that maybe some other of this type style of knife doesn't have. Obviously, my whole thing is make it your own. So the back spacers in a knife are the exact same back spacers that you use on the XM-18 3.5 inch. So you can be able to put all of your favorite colored back spacers from titanium, copper, brass, whatever you want to put in it. It can be done. It can be taken apart, put back together, and kind of make it your own. Also, the pocket clip is the exact same as the regular XM-18 and really all the other knives that we make. The other thing that we've added to the knife is an adjustable spring. Now, probably asking, how do you adjust the spring? It's actually pretty simple, and you're going to have to disassemble your knife to be able to do it. There's no like adjustment screw or anything on the outside. And what it is the spring, you can be able to put, there's different holes in the blade that the spring goes into, and that's how you can be able to adjust the tension. So they can fire harder or softer, however way you want it. So right off the bat, we are coming out with the all titanium version. So we decided in the future, there may be some in aluminum in a lower price point, but for now, the first couple batches that we're making have been the all titanium. So also, while we're on future developments of this mechanism and other knives, absolutely. So you're going to see in the future, don't everybody be calling into the shop and asking, but in the future, you're going to be seeing the clips in the automatic. You're going to be seeing the 3-inch in the automatic. Well, pretty much just about all of our models at some point will be turned into an automatic version. In addition to the aluminum version, the aluminum handled version of the XM-18 that we may do in the future, right now we also have a couple other different handle variations. What we have pictured is the battle bronze in titanium. Obviously, we're going to have the regular titanium in the stone washed, as well as the different colors that we offer. But also, we have inlaid carbon fiber. We made that in the first batch, and we're going to be making a few select of those in the second batch as well. So those are really cool. So we're going to have a few different options for you guys when we come out with them. So now the first one is a spear point. So we are going to be making all the other blade styles at some point in the XM-18 in the automatic. So we're talking the Warncliffe, the Bowie, obviously the Spanto, all those different blade styles and grinds that you're familiar with the XM-18. We are going to be offering batches of those in the automatic as well. So really think about any Hinder knife at some point will be an automatic also. The sales on all of the automatic knives will be through dealers only, and the few knife shows that we go to, like the Blade Show. But there won't be any up on the Hinder Knives website. They'll be sold exclusively through our dealer network. Don't forget to look at Blade Magazine September issue. We have a really nice ad on the inside front cover, so check it out.